There's a movement that doesn't look flashy, doesn't need fancy shoes, and doesn't demand hours of training. Yet, it has the remarkable ability to wake up a body that has forgotten how strong and capable it actually is. Picture yourself getting down on a comfortable space on the floor, feeling the ground beneath your back, and discovering that a few slow, intentional repetitions can change how your hips, your steps, and even your breathing feel throughout the day. This is not about chasing heavy weights or performing complex routines. It's about reconnecting to the foundation of human movement, the power of the glutes. We spend so much time sitting that our hips tighten, and the muscles that should be supporting us simply switch off. When glutes stay inactive, other parts of the body must take over jobs they were never designed to lead. The lower back starts to complain. The knees handle more shock than they should, and something as ordinary as getting out of a chair can feel unnecessarily demanding. These small difficulties creep in quietly, and one day you realize your body feels heavier than it should, like gravity has gained an advantage over you. The surprising part is how quickly things begin to shift when the right muscles finally step back into their role. One of the most effective ways to spark this shift is with the glute bridge, also called bridge pose by therapists and trainers. Lying on your back, knees bent, feet grounded, you press through your heels, lift your hips, and contract the muscles behind you. Not the lower back, not the neck, the glutes, at the top of the movement. Your body forms a strong line from shoulders to knees, a sign that your support system is working together again. The return to floor is slow, vertebra by vertebra, like a wave gently landing on the shore. It sounds easy, but its magic lies in precision. When you feel the glutes truly engage, when the hips extend smoothly, something begins to reorganize from inside. The legs start sharing the load more equally. The spine finds a better alignment without force or struggle. Standing taller becomes a new default. Little by little, daily movements become lighter. Climbing a step, walking briskly to catch a bus, picking something up from the floor, all requires less effort because the body finally remembers the sequence it was built to follow. Every lift of the hips communicates to your nervous system. These muscles are active again, and when these muscles wake up, they don't go back to sleep easily. The ripple effect touches your stability, your balance, and your confidence when moving. It's a physical reset that anyone can do at home, whether they're in their mid-40s and their late 60s, or discovering exercise for the first time at 71. The glute bridge doesn't discriminate. It meets you where you are. When the body begins to operate with proper support from the backside, the glutes, the hamstrings, even part of the calves, posture starts to shift without you forcing yourself to sit up straight. The change happens naturally because the right muscles are finally holding the frame of your body. The glute bridge quietly builds a strong foundation that doesn't shout for attention, but reveals itself when you notice you're no longer exhausted halfway through a staircase or pausing before rising from the couch. Walking feels smoother, and your hips glide instead of dragging your legs. These improvements sneak up on you until one day you realize life feels physically easier. The beauty of this movement is its adaptability. Beginners simply need a padded mat and the willingness to show up, with focus on controlled lifting and lowering. The glute bridge turns into a powerful introduction to movement. For someone who wants just a little more intensity, placing a resistance band around the thighs encourages the outer glute and hip muscles to fire up, helping the legs track properly during everyday motions. And when the time comes for a challenge that tests balance and control together, the single-leg glute bridge becomes the ultimate upgrade. One foot grounded, the other leg extended, the hips lifting with strength and unwavering intention. In that version, the core muscles join the conversation more loudly, stabilizing the pelvis so it doesn't twist or collapse. Even with progression, the goal is not speed. It is presence, feeling every inch of the lift, every moment of activation, breathing that rises and falls with the shape of the body, heels rooting into the ground like anchors, hips reaching forward with purpose, glutes squeezing like they're reclaiming their role as protectors of your joints. This awareness is what transforms a movement from mechanical repetition into a powerful message to the whole body. I am here, I am awake, I am strong. As weeks go by, people often report something more than physical strength, a sensation of grounding, better sleep, less tension wrapped around the lower spine, confidence returning to the body they live in every day. The glute bridge becomes more than a basic exercise. It becomes a pause that allows the nervous system to reset, a moment where the body remembers harmony instead of compensating for weakness. The hips, which often store unspoken emotions, finally release some of that invisible weight. You stand up not only stronger, but lighter inside. Since you're watching this, let me ask you something with genuine curiosity. Have you ever felt like your legs weren't fully contributing when you walk or climb? Do you sometimes sense your lower back working harder than it should? If this resonates even a little, I'd love for you to try this movement for a week and tell us what changes show up first. Leave a comment sharing something simple, like "my steps feel smoother today," or "my hips unlocked a little." Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to gain the courage to start. And if caring for your body with kindness and smart movement makes sense to you, tap that subscribe button now. Stay close to a community that celebrates progress without pressure. Every story matters here, including yours. As this practice becomes a recurring part of your week, maybe 3 days, maybe 4, something deeper begins to unfold. Not just stronger muscles or better balance, but a sense of inner order returning. When the glutes activate consistently, the body redistributes the forces of gravity in a more intelligent way. Suddenly, standing up from a chair doesn't feel like lifting a mountain. Turning to reach for an object becomes smooth instead of awkward. You start to trust your body again, realizing that movement can be fluid instead of stiff and draining. Even more surprising is what happens emotionally. The hips are a storage room for everything we push aside. Stress that lingers, tension we try to ignore, feelings we never voiced, they settle into the pelvis quietly. When you raise your hips and engage the glutes with intention, you're not only training muscles, you're unlocking space inside your body. People often describe a relief they can't quite name, like exhaling after holding their breath for too long. They sleep better. They walk with more confidence. They feel grounded again, connected to themselves in a way they didn't expect from such a simple movement. This exercise also offers immense benefits for anyone who enjoys running, cycling, swimming, or just playing energetically with grandchildren in the yard. Strong glutes stabilize the hips and keep the knees aligned, reducing pain and preventing injuries from ever knocking on the door. When the hips move efficiently, you save energy instead of wasting it. Think of it like updating the software of your body. Everything runs smoother, faster, and with fewer errors. Another hidden benefit emerges in everyday moments. Carrying grocery bags doesn't leave your back screaming. Bending to pick something up doesn't feel risky. Standing for long periods doesn't trigger discomfort. The glute bridge rewrites what your body considers normal, replacing strain with ease. And as discomfort fades away, something beautiful takes its place. Joy in simply moving. It doesn't matter if someone is 47, 68, or 79. The glute bridge respects every age and honors every beginning. Strength doesn't vanish with time. It waits patiently to be reawakened. Every slow lift of the hips is a reminder that your body still hears you. It still responds to consistency. It still remembers how to thrive. If you're here watching because a part of you wants change, even a small one, keep going. The first step is already behind you. There will be mornings when your body feels responsive, when lifting your hips feels like the most natural motion in the world. And there will be days when just the thought of lying on the floor feels like a challenge. But it's exactly in those moments, when you don't feel unstoppable or energetic, that this simple act becomes a declaration of self-respect. You're not performing for anyone. You're not chasing numbers. You're choosing to care. Slowly lifting the hips toward the ceiling becomes a message to your own nervous system. I'm still here. I haven't given up on feeling good. The glute bridge gives you the opportunity to tune into what your body needs. Maybe today it's just a few controlled reps. Maybe tomorrow it's holding the top position a bit longer, feeling the glutes fire with more intensity. The effort may be small, but the meaning behind it is massive. Each repetition helps reconnect communication between your muscles and your intention. Strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's simply the willingness to show up again, even if all you have today is 5 minutes. As your hips rise, you rebuild the architecture that supports the life you live. Picking things up on the floor, stepping over obstacles, climbing stairs without hesitation. When your glutes are engaged consistently, everyday challenges shrink. You stand taller, move with more fluidity, and feel safer in your body, not just stronger. That sense of security is priceless. It changes the way you enter a room. It changes how you carry stress. It changes how you breathe. And maybe the biggest gift of this practice is rediscovering the joy in movement, not because a mirror approves of your progress, but because your body feels more like a companion and less like a burden. A functional body is a confident body, and confidence quietly transforms every corner of life. You deserve that transformation without needing machines, apps, or equipment. You can continue progressing, adding a resistance band, lifting one leg at a time, holding the position for longer breaths. Every variation you explore deepens that mind-body connection. Your muscles wake up more and more, and the ripple effect touches sleep, posture, focus, and even mood. You're not just building strength. You're building a life with less pain and more freedom. If anything in this message touched you, if your body whispered yes while you listen, I'd love to invite you to subscribe right now. Stay connected to a community that celebrates small steps as big victories. Share a comment telling us what shifted for you this week. Was it one moment of relief? A little more mobility? A walk that felt easier than usual? Your words might be the encouragement someone needs to start. Thank you for giving yourself this time. Thank you for honoring your body in such a simple, powerful way. Keep rising, literally. The strength you're building on the floor is the same strength that will carry you through life with more ease and more joy. Your glutes are awake now, and your body is ready for the life you want to live.